Tom Zenner scandal.
How did you gain the trust to initially allow them to speak to Bernie?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's really sort of unbelievable because I was doing an interview with a woman named Lori Sandell who'd written a book on the family life that Andy and Catherine had cooperated with a bit and forced Ruth to. And she, out of the blue, says, you know, you're interviewing me tomorrow. Do you want to talk to Andy on background? Now, you got to recall, this is around 2011. This is the most vilified family on the planet. They're unapproachable. They obviously can't talk to anybody because the entire law enforcement world and the bankruptcy trustee and everybody's after them, the FBI. And so I get on the phone with Andy. I start attacking him right away. You know, I said, your father gave you $3 million to buy an Upper East Side condo months before this happened. Don't you think you ought to give that money back? And he disarmed me by saying, absolutely. And by the end of the conversation, he said, you know, Jim, your show is live. I'm listening tomorrow. And if I hear the same kind of things, I'm going to cooperate with you. He listens. He feels he hears what's acceptable in his mind. And by coincidence number two, his mother's moving to Greenwich from Florida. I live here. And I said, well, Andy, why don't I take her out to lunch? No one else is going to want to talk to her. And he sets it up. We get into the restaurant. There's nobody there on a December day except us initially. She doesn't take her sunglasses off because she doesn't want to be recognized. Highly attractive woman in her 70s. And we hit it off totally until leaving when I said, Ruth, can I get a picture of us? And she goes, you're wired, aren't you? And once Andy verified I was not wired, she introduced me to Bernie. And Bernie tells me, on the recommendation of my son and Ruth, I'm going to cooperate with you. Now, meanwhile, Andy was not speaking to him and never spoke to him one word after he turned him in. But somehow, you know, maybe Ruth said it. And Ruth was, at that point, not communicating much with him. And that's how it happened. And think about this. You have Ruth, Catherine Hooper, Andrew, and then Bernie on the other side, all trusting a guy they don't have a clue about with their legacies.
You come across as trustworthy because some writers and journalists are a little bit different, but you kind of get the vibe that you're no nonsense yet.
Yeah.
And plus, when you lay all your cards on the table saying this isn't going to be a puff piece, I mean, this is going to be the realities and the details of what actually happened. Someone's got to tell the story.
Yeah.
And you can't wait forever because they're old, right? And Bernie was in failing health at that time. He died not that long after that. Hey there, I'm Tom Zenner. And if you're a fan of true crime and pop culture scandal, I think you are, well, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Give us a like because, trust me, the drama is just starting to heat up. Follow me on social media at Tom Zenner and keep coming back to the channel. And we're going to keep bringing you the scandal every single day. New content. Thanks for watching.